I know I'm gonna regret this, but let's do it! Yeah!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most famous YouTubers who attempted to make a career as a mainstream actor, but for one reason or another, it didn't work out, so they had to pivot.
You can't say you didn't feel anything.
Number 10, Colleen Ballinger. After taking the internet by storm with her character Miranda Sings, Ballinger became one of the earliest stars to transition from YouTube with her character into the mainstream industry.
Miranda,
Yes.
it's so great to have you back here on the show.
I know, stop hitting on me.
I'm not hitting on you, just said it's great to have you back
I
on the show.
know what that means.
With her history in acting and performing, she should have had a long, stable career. However, when Ballinger's TV series, Haters Back Off, dropped on Netflix, viewers, especially those not familiar with Sings, didn't like its cringy humor and awkward acting.
Someone else said, keep trying. And I will. Yeah? Yeah, I get that.
Despite the show being cancelled, Ballinger still had a mainstream career, as she cameoed in 2018's Ralph Breaks the Internet. However, that security vanished in the wake of allegations of her misconduct with minors in 2020, and again in 2023, with the final nail being Ballinger's bizarre, half-apology, half-defense ukulele video.
All aboard the toxic gossip train.
Number 9, Ryland Adams. Long before he began publishing his own YouTube videos and becoming a power couple on the platform alongside Shane Dawson, Adams had aspirations to be an actor.
We have made it to the Century City Mall, and what are you doing?
After changing his name from Ryan Adams, as many performers had that name, he relocated to Los Angeles, California to break into Hollywood.
I had never taken an acting class, but I had headshots and I thought I was going to make it big. But after about 150 auditions and booking nothing, I realized that I was probably just pretty bad.
Adams secured some film gigs, including a minor role in 2011's 3 Times the Charm. However, the production was panned by the audience. Adams later took part in the YouTube channel Lark Lark Who's There, which created strange, cringy sketches that gained little attention. With this experience, he developed his own channel, gaining fame from parodying stars before turning to vlogging.
Like, I've got to have my little candy pick-me-up or I get hangry. She keeps acting like if she doesn't have sugar, she'll have a meltdown. And
Number 8, Louis Cruikshank. In 2006, Cruikshank debuted the high-pitched character of Fred Figglehorn. Within 3 years, he was the biggest thing on the platform.
Hey, it's Fred! And it's really nice out, so I think I'm gonna go swimming later.
This led Cruikshank to reprise the character and act in other roles on several Nickelodeon shows, such as iCarly. Yet, the high point was 2010's Fred the Movie. However, away from the fans Fred already had, the reviews were brutal.
Oh my god, that was almost so embarrassing!
Regardless, Cruikshank had 2 other TV films in his iconic role in 2011 and 2012, as well as the TV program Fred the Show. Yet, after this, Cruikshank essentially retired Fred, beyond a couple of brief returns over the years to avoid being typecast. However, he hasn't been in a big production since one episode of the TV show Monsters vs. Aliens in 2013.
I know it all, literally.
Number 7, Jake Paul. After growing to fame on Vine, Paul shifted to YouTube, increasing his brand even further as he vlogged about his life and did practical jokes.
If you're new here, I'm Jake Paul, and it is lit every single day, bro.
This led to Disney casting him in Bizaardvark as Dirk, an influencer who does dares. However, in 2017, Paul was suddenly fired. This was due to him causing too much negative controversy with his channel's content and parties causing havoc for his neighbors.
Followers from around the world fill the street, chanting and screaming. They take up parking and leave graffiti on the walls.
However, Paul took it in stride and stated he'd outgrown the House of Mouse and was looking for more mature roles. Yet, that didn't really happen. Beyond playing versions of himself in a couple of productions and writing 2019's Airplane Mode with his brother Logan, Paul hadn't had any major roles since.
You have a weird sense of humor.
Number 6, Addison Rae. In TikTok's infancy, Rae became one of its first breakout stars as her dances took it by storm.
Now from the top, make it drop, that's a wet, and I get a bucket and a mop.
After making a name for herself as a musician, she created a YouTube channel that focuses on her songs. With her ever-increasing fame, Rae took the plunge into acting. Firstly, she was cast as one of the leads in 2021's He's All That, a remake of 1999's She's All That.
Wow, you make it sound so easy.
You don't think I can do it?
No, but I do think it'll be fun watching you try.
A bet.
Not just a bet, the bet.
However, the shortage of chemistry with co-star Tanner Buchanan and Rae's lack of presence and experience on the big screen were seen as big issues. Rae followed this with 2023's horror flick, Thanksgiving. Yet, once again, reviewers pinpointed the TikToker's weak acting abilities as a substantial problem in maintaining a long-term career in the industry.
It was like Waffle House level cringe. It was bad.
Number 5. KSI. After joining YouTube in 2009 as a content creator, KSI rose up the ranks of the platform, becoming one of the most influential people on it.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy KSI, and I'm here with Gideon. What's good? Guy!
Yet, in 2016, looking to break into the mainstream, KSI signed up to star in Late in America, alongside fellow YouTuber Casper Lee. However, rather than make him a force to be reckoned with in acting, the project tanked KSI's performing career before it took off.
Okay, well, see ya, bro.
Not helped by the film itself being panned by the audience, so was the YouTuber for essentially not acting and seemingly playing himself as Duncan. As a result, KSI hasn't been in another film since, beyond a couple of shorts.
I will see you guys in a bit. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome.
Number 4. Stephen Hu. Trying to make a name as an actor is incredibly difficult.
My mom had always told me, it's not gonna work out, you're not gonna become an actor.
Not many know this better than Hu. The influencer has stated publicly that by the time the pandemic took effect in 2020, he'd been rejected from around 3,100 acting jobs. Most of those gigs never got back to him for an audition, as he struggled to pay his rent.
I never made 1 month's rent. The most a theater job paid me was like $300, $350.
So, he took the drastic decision to change directions and became a content creator. Backed up with his own writing and production know-how, Hu began creating skits, which really took off in 2021, when his phrase, emotional damage, went viral with all the memes.
Finally, some action. Steven, when you get so fat.
Since then, Hu has taken a few acting jobs, but seems content in controlling his own narrative on social media. Number 3. Lilly Singh. Formerly known as Superwoman, Singh began creating skits on YouTube in 2010. Her content soon took off, turning her into one of the platform's biggest names. This led to plenty of collaborations with mainstream stars, including Zendaya and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In 2019, her talk show, A Little Late with Lilly Singh, debuted. While there was praise for her work, there was criticism for Singh acting in sketches.
Sorry, what?
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, you're agreeing with me?
Some critics felt it was more like watching her early YouTube work, rather than a big, modern production. In 2024, Singh then starred in Doin' It. Unfortunately, on top of the film receiving bad reviews, her performance didn't go down too well, as it was described as awkward.
This film pushed me out of my comfort zone in so many ways. The people involved, the producers, the other cast members.
Number 2. Shane Dawson. In his heyday, Dawson was one of the top dogs of YouTube. After making his channel in 2008, he soon began dipping his toe in the acting world.
Is this the anonymous party?
Nobody will say.
Oh. Well, I guess it is, right?
Just kidding. Yeah, it's the anonymous party.
In one of his biggest early works, Dawson appeared in 2012's Smiley, which, while he received some praise, the film was heavily criticized. Dawson was looking at writing and directing productions, as well as acting. As such, he created 2014's Not Cool.
Oh! Wow, because obviously she must be in a weird mental place to dump you, Mr. Perfect, with the amazing hair.
You think I have amazing hair?
Oh my god, you know you're attractive, it's annoying.
Wow, amazing hair and I'm attractive?
With him as a focal point of the project, there was no escape for Dawson from critics taking shots at it. The LA Times took no prisoners by calling it an insult to the craft of filmmaking, storytelling, and entertainment in almost every way. As such, it's no surprise Dawson hasn't done much acting since.
When we watched Shane's movie yesterday, I was depressed for a couple of hours at least. I found it deeply offensive. I'm angry, actually. I'm angry.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Logan Paul. With his massive fan base, Paul began starring in films in 2016 with YouTube Premium's The Thinning.
Well, that's the last time. I didn't mean it like that.
Despite the production getting negative reviews, Paul continued carving out a slice of an acting career with more productions. However, the 2018 sequel, The Thinning New World Order, brought him a lot of criticism for his acting. It didn't help that several months before its release, Paul had found himself in controversy with filming a deceased person in Japan's Akigahara forest.
Things obviously changed pretty drastically.
This caused several productions he was involved in to be halted or cancelled. One affected was 2019's Airplane Mode, which he co-wrote. He was later sued by production company Plainless Pictures for Paul's Japan scandal for causing the film to lose money, which was settled in 2024.
I know it's cheesy, but
which YouTuber has had the most successful acting career in your opinion? Let us know below.
Your team is like a, how do you say that, a heated mess.